Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're having a good day. We're back in Pine Valley Zoo and we are going to continue working on our peafowl area where we're building a small cafe area, an exhibit down the bottom here near our bears. And now we've got all our main structures in and we are just detailing, and there's an awful lot of detailing to do. So I'm going to crack on. So last episode, oh, excuse my dodgy camera work. Last episode we put in this exhibit here, so I've got some more detailing that I want to do around it. So I'm just going to crack on. I'm going to move this bin for a start because that's just in a silly place now. So again, I'm recording this episode on Tuesday, so I've got the afternoon off work basically. So I've got a bit of spare time. So I'm getting a few episodes done so that they're just done and in the bank basically, because I never know when I'm going to get time to record. So it's always a good idea to try and have a few episodes ready to go in case I have evenings that I can't do any more. So that's what I'm doing. So again, if you leave me comments on previous episodes before these ones are out, obviously I won't be able to sort of react to them. So I apologize for that. It's just, this is the way it has to be. I can't record every evening, I'm afraid. So sometimes I will be reacting to your comments after having recorded more episodes. But you know, I'm always happy to go back and make changes and adjustments and do different things. If you guys come up with good ideas and interesting suggestions, I will always be open to making changes to the zoo. So please do not change your ideas. Please do not keep them to yourselves. Do keep them coming. I'm just putting these bushes down, and then I'm going to have to check the traversable areas of the peacocks to see if they can walk over them. I'm hoping they can, because I don't want them to be blocked. Yes, they can. Fantastic. Good, because I wanted the people to look like they couldn't walk over them, but I wanted the peacocks to still be able to enter these other areas here. So that's wonderful. That looks really nice. In fact, I'm just going to continue that down this side over here as well. So yeah, this I just wanted to sort of continue that same theme, using the same bushes as I did near the bear enclosure. It's always important when you're developing an area like this is you've got to have a theme. You've got to have repeating patterns essentially. I think you do anyway. I mean, I'm no expert. This is how I do stuff. And I do think it looks good if you have a bit of a system. I'm going to just leave it there for now. But yeah, you'll see, because what I'll do then is use these same shrubs over here and maybe just a little bit around here as well. And it kind of blends the area together better, I find. You know, and I think an area can look it can look a bit jumbled if you end up using too many different types of plants or different materials. If you're talking about the building, sometimes you really don't want to use too many different types of material in an area, because it just looks messy. You know, it doesn't look planned. I mean, in real life you don't get areas where, you know, that you get 10 different building materials used in one area, one building, because it just doesn't work. It looks messy. Right, let's do I want some in here? Yes, I probably do. That looks a bit raised up, but I'm okay with it. I'm gonna keep checking the traversable areas, because some shrubs do block animals. I'm hoping those ones don't. No, that all looks good so far. Okay, what else did we put in here? Ah, Scarola. Let's get some of these in. Big fan of these ones. So these can plug these gaps at the back here. I don't want anything too tall in here. I mean, I may put a couple of pine trees in, but I don't want anything that's actually going to block the view. I don't mind just bringing this a little bit into the habitat there as well. I'm going to leave a little gap there. I don't mind that. You know, gaps are good sometimes in a flower border. You don't always have to have everything looking really filled up. Now what have we got? There's another one here. Yes, the wattle. Is there room for a wattle? Yeah, I think let's get a little bit of wattle in there. Maybe sink it down the back there. That looks good. I want one of those orange pieces in there. Like that. Probably a little bit back in here as well, actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. See, it's very simple, but it does create a nice effect, doesn't it? Actually, do you know what that could probably do with just coming over a little bit more? Right, let's get down to eye level. This is always the other important thing as well. Get down to where the people are and see what it looks like from this level. I think that looks really nice. It just creates a nice barrier, but it doesn't block any view. You can still see all the way over here. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That bit there needs something else. Let's get another one of these orange ones, I think, back in there. Just to give that a little bit of height and a little bit of colour. Yeah, kind of fills that gap a bit. It needed something in there, didn't it? Yeah, good. Okay. Yep, I'm liking that. Excellent. See, it doesn't take much, does it, with these areas? Sometimes just a repeated pattern and boom, there it goes. You fill the gap and it looks really good. Cool. Okay. Let's get a couple of pines in. I'm going to stick with the same ones that we've been using in this area because I do think they look good. So I'm going to get one of these nice big ones in that gap. I'm thinking maybe just one in there. I think that's all that needs. I don't think it needs another one here. And obviously over here there'll be some more, but for now I think that's good for that. There may be some up in this area, but I'm not obviously finished with this area yet. I'm just going to come into here actually and just finish this off because I didn't get this finished properly in here. There we go. Good, okay. So I want a bit of rock work, I think, around here, but done in such a way that it doesn't block off where they can walk. And what I'm thinking here, because there's a little bit of dodgy terrain just here, so I'm thinking I can hopefully just fill this in with a nice bit of rock and make it so the animals can actually still walk over that. I think that's okay. But I've got, see these gaps under here, I want these filled in as well to make it look like the pathway is supported on some nice sturdy looking rocks. Yeah, there we go, nice and simple. And then I think the same on this side as well. Let's get something nice and big and chunky like that. I just need to move that a bit so it's not showing through the stairs. Yep, that's good. That looks, yeah, I like that. That looks nice. May just add a little rock in here somewhere. And let's get, what do we got? Actually, that looks good like that. Yep, that's good. And then if I get a little bit more foliage, doesn't need much, I just want a little something in here like that, just to sort of plug that little gap there. Yep, that looks good. Maybe a little bit of scarola there. Do I want to fill that? Yeah, that it's quite a big gap here. I think I might get a bit of creosote. Is it creosote? Yes, the creosote bush. Let's get that into there. Just plug that gap a bit there. That looks fine. So we've got this area here. I feel like I need a little something in here, but not too much. So I think sort of this sort of thing, just filling in these weird corners with some foliage would make sense. And maybe a little bit of that. Actually, I like this one over here, so let's just get another one of these in here. Again, I will just come back and double check. Yeah, see that looks nice. I'll probably get a tree or two in there as well. Let me just check their area so they can still walk all the way along here and into here. Not that they need to, but they can. That's the thing. I want them to be able to wander around if they want to. Good. Okay, that looks nice. Not sure what I want to do with these big blank edges, whether I want something on these, any sort of detailing. There are various, you know, what I could do is something like that as a detail. Not necessarily this piece, but you can almost, I don't know. No, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. But do you know what I mean? You can almost just create an extra layer of detail like this. Just by putting on another layer. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Yeah, so that there doesn't work, but yeah, and it's going at a bit of an angle. Do you know, I do quite like it. I just need to get the angle right, I think. Yeah. Maybe, is there a different... Actually, yeah, do you know what? No, let's... I wonder if I can use the same wood that we've used on the buildings. Maybe that will look better. Kind of, again, just repeated patterning. Where is it? It's this one, isn't it? Right, let's just get this one on and see what it looks like. Let's get rid of these. Okay, what? Yeah, there we go. Let's sort this out. Okay. Right, let's take that down. Right, angle-wise, actually, that looks pretty good now. Let me just see if that copies through to that. No, that doesn't quite. But let's just continue that on and see what it looks like around this way. I don't know if this is, whoops. Yeah, that's not quite going to match at this end, so I'll have to play around with that. But I do like the idea though. If I split that from the group and bring it out, so it has got disconnected there, so it's going to have to go in just enough so that it's touching it. Okay, good. So this one here, yeah, see the angle is just slightly off, isn't it? So it needs to just turn a tiny bit. Right, how does that look? Yeah, that's That's looking pretty good. I've got a little gap in the corner there. I can just put an extra piece in there. Excellent. So yeah, see this is the issue. This one just here, isn't it? I don't want that piece there because I don't want the stairs getting messed up. I wonder if I do a piece angled that way. Yeah, I can get away with that because it kind of just actually I'm going to do something on these corners anyway, because obviously I don't like these little gaps here, so actually I can probably cover that up with whatever I decide to do there. I am going to need a small piece here though. I don't think it's quite, no, it's not going to match up. That's fine. Let's move that away as a group and let's just plug this gap. Let's see if I can fiddle this to make it look decent. Right, this one just needs to be moved a little bit as well, just to line it up. Okay, what do we think? I quite like that because this was all just a little bit too bright. Not too bright. What's the word? Too solid. You know, it needed breaking up with something. I think that works. I think that looks nice because it's the same as up here. And obviously I'll do a whole load of foliage along the bottom here. Great. Okay. Yeah. Happy with that. Let's... Oh look. There's a... Come on, Mr. Peacock. Come out of there. Don't want you getting lost up there. There we go. Let's get that finished. Good. That looks nice. Right. So let's get a bit more foliage going on in this little area here. Actually, let me just look at the fencing. See, so I'm thinking this one ought to be a solid bit of fencing, and probably up to here. Let's have a look. What do we think of that? Yeah, and then if I can manipulate this piece, I can see if I can bring it into there. What does that look like? Yeah, that's good, because then that corners off this area for the peacocks, and then whatever animal I put in this next area has got a nice solid fence there as well. Cool. And we have, actually, do you know what, this piece doesn't need anything actually. Yeah, I think that's fine because they're only peacocks. you're not trying to protect you know, the peacocks from getting out here. You're just trying to keep the lynx or whatever it is I put here from getting into there. So yeah, I think that's fine. And then I guess I'll probably come from this one across and create another barrier here. Potentially actually move this, or I wonder if can I fit another one. Yes, you see, if I fit another one on there, then I'll use that eventually as the next post for the lynx habitat, which will come down here. But for now, that's good for the peacocks. So let's. Oh, we've already got the bush in there. Cool. Let's have a look. What do we want? Actually, let's do the water bit first. Let's get a few bulrushes, I think, down in here. I think they look nice. Now somebody talked about the faux rocks. So this, apparently you can, if you click on these pieces, someone said you can select the colour from these and put it onto the faux rocks, but you can't get a colour from that, can you? because it's not. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure what you meant by that. Because if you come into here, you've got this, which I assume is what you mean, but I don't know how you get a colour from that rock there, because it doesn't give you a colour, does it? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, I'm afraid. I don't know. Don't know how that works. Whether you can do it with all rocks or if it's just certain other rocks, maybe. Either way, I'm going to just get a few of these buried down in the water here, just to give an extra little layer of detail there. And let's get. Is it the elephant grass? I always forget what it's called, but there's a really nice looking grass. Actually, no, yes, it is that. No, that isn't what I was thinking of. Eel grass, is it? The one that looks good underwater. I can't remember. Where are we? Yeah, this one, underwater eel grass. I love this stuff. It looks great. I like to put some of this just as an extra little detail like that. Yeah, that looks really nice. Really like that. Is that probably enough for the water? I think so. Let's get a little bit of bushwork done around here. Hang on, let's get back to our bush category and find some good stuff for this. Probably not this one. It's all a bit too slanty for that. Let's stick with some of the old favourites. The creosote bushes are always good ones to put in. So here I want to create a sort of a raised bush, just to kind of blend this corner together a bit more. Looks a little bit. No, let's put a different one in here. Yeah, it doesn't quite blend in well yet, does it? What have we got? Hydrangea. Do I want some colour? No, I don't want colour. Bit of sage. No, it's not big and thick enough. What was the other one? The crimson turkey bush. Let's get this on this corner here, and let's bring it down like so. Let's get just a little bit more out the side there. Good. And then let's continue some of this down this way as well. Excellent. A bit more over here. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good there. Let's just get one of those on the corner there. A little peacock just sitting down, chilling out. Oh yes, we've got this little gap here that I want to get filled in. Don't need much more than that, I'll be honest. I want that to be kept fairly open because I want these guys to be able to walk around all of that, which they can, so that's good. I probably will put a tree in, just because, you know, just because. No other reason, just because. I may even get two. Let's get one just out here. What do we think about that? I like that. I think that looks pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of having some sort of little statue or something in the middle here. Don't know why, it just feels to me like it's calling out for some sort of plinth or something over here. How can I get this to look decent? We have, see, I can kind of sink that into the water. I can bring that to there, and then if I go to statues, I don't suppose there is a peacock statue, but I'll have a look. If not, I will pick something else. Yeah, I'm not. Ooh. Ah, yes. Look at that. Oh, that is beautiful, isn't it? But I don't know if there's a column that is going to have that sitting on it. See, that's a decent top piece for that to sit on, but you need something obviously down below. Let's have a look at the beams. Is there a sort of a concrete beam that I can use that will look good? No, lots of them. Let's have a look. Is there rocks? No, I need something round. Okay, let's go with stone. I'm sure there are some column pieces. Actually, I can go into this one, can't I? See, how thick is that? Okay, that's probably the best I'm going to get. Ooh, what does that look like? No. Ah, that's a bit thinner. No, see, that looks too thin, doesn't it? What do we got here? See, that's nice, but you can't colour it. That's a shame, because if you could colour that, it would look lovely. I might be able to work with this. Let's have a look. If I take that to... there. What are these pieces? Do these look good? Oh yeah, you can kind of blend those two together like that. And then maybe create something at the bottom here. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's get a bigger one and then a slightly smaller one. There we go. What do we think of that? Oh, that is beautiful. Very happy with that. Does it look okay underwater? Yeah, it looks nice and solid. That is a really nice peacock statue, isn't it? That's a lovely little area for the peacocks. I'm really, really pleased with that. And I love that they put these short gates in. Peacocks are just wandering around, very happy. People are stopping and looking at them. Excellent. Oh, we are coming along quite nicely in this little corner here now. So this bottom area is looking pretty good. I am very happy with it. So next, got lots of detailing to do around this bit. So this is mostly going to be rock work, I would say. This is going to be a flower bed around here. I'm just thinking actually what I might do is extend, if I can shrink the grid size down and extend that, yeah, and then get rid of that and then put curbs in to stop people walking there. I think that's going to be a good option for that. And then possibly the same over on this side as well. Try and line that up. Actually, it doesn't really matter if it's lined up because I want this to come right out to the front here. How's that? Yeah, I can't quite line that up properly, but let's do that. So then I can make that into a little flower bed, and I can make this into a flower bed. Let's just get that back into there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so obviously I'm going to have to put curbs in. Let's just get back into this, because these wood pieces do have some gridless pieces with them now as well, don't they? So yeah, so this piece here I think is what I'm going to need to finish this off. Okay, if I bring that to there, bring that out to the side, and then lower it to there. Yeah, it doesn't look great here. Tell you what, if I highlight those and separate them off, and then I can just lower it a bit. I want it to match the height of this one just here. In fact, look, we've still got a bit of that curb showing through there, so what I may do actually is that, yeah, it was going at a bit of an angle there. Do you know what, I may even bring it right out to there and bring it along to match this piece like that. But then you just got that little bit there. Okay, let's take that back. We'll get there in a second, I promise. We're nearly there. So let's get that taken to there. I guess I then need to just, yeah, just bring this one in like that. Graphically still a little bit bugged. Let's just move that a tiny fraction. There we go, good. Yeah, that looks much nicer like that. And I'll probably do the same on some of these bits here as well. Excellent. And I guess I'll probably do the same here and create a tiny flower bed with a plant coming up through. What is this piece actually called, so I can put in more than wood? What is it? Vertical wood or wood plank. Okay, so again, I want it as a separate thingy. So let's bring the height down. Let's push it in. Let's get the grid size put down. And then I'm hoping that one of these, no, that's, I'm wondering actually if I may just have to cheat this one a little bit and do it this way instead, which is fine. It will still look good. Okay, just create a nice little flower bed there. I can just put something growing in it. Excellent, that's cool. Okay, yep, happy with that. Oh, it's going to look lovely, isn't it? Still not entirely sure what I'm doing up here. It's probably just going to be a whole load of rocks, I think, coming down and blending. So most of this land here will probably be covered up and it will just be rocks and foliage, I imagine. I don't have any bins. I've just noticed there's a whole load of rubbish getting dumped. So let's just get a few more bins down. Let's get a bin at the end of that. And over there. And over there. And up here, because clearly people are dumping a lot of rubbish up here. So let's just get a couple up there for now. Up there as well. Probably want a bench there if I can, but I can't. And literally put one there. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Don't mind a little bench there. Yeah, okay, that's cool. People can stop dropping their litter now. Right, let's call the episode to an end there, I think. So next episode, I'll do more flower beds here and here. And I will actually fill them in and get them looking good. And then I guess over here, so I need to come up this side here with rocks and foliage all the way, I think, all the way up here. This bit here as well with rocks. And probably just a little bit around this side here as well. And I guess while I'm doing this, I'll just do a little bit more detailing inside the bear habitat over here. But yeah, I think we're looking we're looking really good. I'm loving this area now, actually. It's coming together quite nicely, I think. I love this little peacock pond down the bottom here. I think that's looking really nice. I need to get some enrichment items in for these guys as well. Actually, I haven't got a sort of a habitat for them, like a shelter for them, have I? So maybe somewhere I need to try and squeeze a shelter in. Maybe somewhere here. I will have to have a think about that. I'm not too sure what I can do yet. Yeah, I will think about that. I will consider that. And we'll try and squeeze that into the next episode. But yeah, let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. If you've got any thoughts or suggestions, then please do leave them in the comment section. And thank you very much once again for spending a bit of time with me. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully I will see you again in the next episode. Until then, take care. Goodbye for now.